So now I'm going to experience at 2.0 the Transmosis session with Tracy. She's got some things here, and it's kind of exciting. Never did this before, on television, and this first time on television you're doing this as well,
For
right?
sure, yes.
So there's a first for everything, so
Yep.
have at it.
Okay. So typically, I would ask you what you want to work on, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. Do you have any clue of if you wanted to work on something, what it would be that you could receive?
I'm pretty open, yeah.
Okay.
Everything is like open. I'm very receptive, so I sort of hand the power over to you for whatever you may.
Okay.
I mean, we've already got a rapport going
Sure.
from just the wonderful conversation that we just had.
Yeah.
So you have some observations and some things that we chatted about before we went, on air. But what are some things, I guess, that you're feeling? That
Sure.
Are there areas that you think are needing some
Tweaks,
polishing,
energy nips and tucks.
2.0ing.
So I have a map, right? And before our time together, I kind of called you in of 100% pure divine light. I called me in 100% pure divine light. And then I asked, what is in your highest and greatest good? So I used my map, and I'm like, maybe something with the family, maybe something with the ancestral line, and I'm muscle testing my finger to get a yes, like for truth and that kind of a thing. We're going to work in your field, like all the bodies together would be your field. And maybe some grief, it could be unconscious, all of these things that come up. And then the nervous system, and who doesn't need their nervous system worked on these days? And maybe some beliefs and systems, beliefs and statements, and then any wounds or disconnects, meaning any energies that are there that are not needing to be there anymore might be within the systems. And in this case, I'm kind of tapping into the nervous system. Mm-hmm. Okay?
Yeah.
So we use anatomy, we use physiology, but we talk in spiritual terms because it's kind of etheric, okay? And one of the things I learned I went to the Denver Merchandise Fair, and this person sold me this crystal. It was actually made in Taos, funny, because I live in New Mexico now.
Hold it up for
but
the
it's just a
camera
crystal,
and
and it has magnets on either side. So one of the things I was taught, like for me, it's still, right? So let's see what's going on with you. So I want to look at the hand chakra. So if you could show me your palm, you can rest it in case it takes a while. And what I'm witnessing is the pendulum is circling right now. So we're going to do this side
That's
first.
happening on its own?
Yes, I'm not moving it. Because you saw with me.
Yeah.
So I'm creating a fulcrum. And then it just feels
That's
the
true.
energy.
Your fingers and your
No,
wrist are not moving.
It's not. I'm not making it happen. So what this is doing is clearing your field. And what your field would be, like people talk about it being your aura. So it's like where all the bodies come together, because we have a physical body, we have emotional body, mental body, there's many bodies. Every one of those bodies has a nervous system, it has an endocrine system, and it has a chakra system. And as you may or may not know, that they're all connected together, right? It comes down the spine, and then the endocrine system, like the thyroid, the adrenal, the pancreas, all of that. Yeah, I'm just going to watch it because I got to make sure I'm doing this right. And then they all connect with the chakra system. They're like little wheels of light that come out, right? And so
I'm glad it's going clockwise.
It is, yeah. And so as all the chakra systems come together in all the bodies, it kind of connects and makes your field. And ideally, your field would be like a toroidal field. It goes all the way around you. And if it was coherent, like in the energy enhancement system, then your body can heal itself. But because of all the 5G, electromagnetic frequencies, stress, things like that, we get a little dented, or, we just we're not as coherent. So now that stops. So may I see your other hand, please? You can relax. And then we'll just keep doing this, because what it's doing, I think, is that these magnets are pulling energies out of your field that you don't need any longer. So to save time, and what we'll do next actually will be a different pendulum that I just love. Pendulums are fun. Is I will use that for your chakra system, and we just want to make sure that all the energies are flowing. But in the meantime, let's consecrate the session. So I'm just going to keep this going.
It's much more wilder on the left.
It is. Yeah. And when I think
so
of on the
left-handed.
Are you?
Dominant. I favor the left side. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is the feminine side, the receiving side. Energy comes in and out. So when you put your hands together in front of your heart, you're creating a circuit. You're creating a circuit. right? And so that I don't know what this is about. I don't know. And I admit that. I don't know everything. And the divine knows, but we're just clearing out your field. And what I was thinking when we were chatting off camera was that the discussion that we were having was like, wonder if Jim has a receiving issue. He's such a great giver. I wonder if it's hard for him to receive. Like, all of us have these lies within our system. Like, I'm not good enough, I'm bad, all of those things. And they're not true, but we inherit them or we have them and we don't even know why. Like, in the olden days, they used to call it tapes. And we have these tapes running in the background. And so we want to clear out all that kind of stuff too, because you don't need it. And that's what some of the things I picked up on. But you wouldn't know that because you're successful. You're out here in the world and all that's great.
No, I could agree. There are, I'm much more of the doer, the giver.
Yeah.
Right. And I see that in elements on my mother's side of the family. They're doers, they're givers, they worry about everybody, they put themselves aside.
Yes.
But if you hug them, they retreat a little bit. It's uncomfortable. They're uncomfortable to receive it. You know
Interesting.
What I mean? They can give it, but receiving it.
So you might have
it's kind of an
inherited a little
interesting
bit.
thing. My father's side is the opposite. New York, very charismatic as far as like hugging and
expressive.
Want some pretzels? Want a drink? Yeah. So I'm a little bit country, a little bit rock and roll.
You're both.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes, and that surprises people because sometimes I'm thinking in one way and sometimes I'm thinking they assume that I'm always one way, especially being in this industry. I'm always on about every red carpet, every party. There's the other side where I like to just have the shades down and it's quiet and I'm in sweatpants and hair sticking up and
rejuvenate,
having hot chocolate, watching I Love Lucy. And we're good, or whatever it is.
I love it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
Well, I don't have to be at everything and on.
Well, it's the facade of what you show. Just like
Right.
we were talking about social media. You take a picture of my food and I'm having a great life and really
One
I'm
of the things
sad.
that I'm lucky with, I think, is that people always say the version of me that they get on this, not just this, but television and radio, is what they really get when they meet me in person.
That's beautiful.
It's the same thing.
Authentic,
Yeah.
genuine.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
it's the same thing. I don't know. People say, what's your favorite role? Because I've done acting too. What's your favorite role? I said, playing me.
That's awesome.
My favorite role is being Jim Masters.
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah.
Why not?
Right.
Should be, right?
Well, you got that early.
Got it early.
That's awesome. You were loved.
That's really cool how that was.
And-
there was
and-
a lot of...
I did that for a
Build
woman
up.
at work in the corporate America. We went into a conference room, closed the door because she was really stressed out, and it was almost horizontal.
It almost hit you in the face.
And then I did this with the pendulum. So
And
this
what
is
do we
just a
have?
moonstone.
A moonstone, really.
Yeah, this is moonstone. So I want to check.
We'll hold that up so the camera can see
Oh,
it.
sure.
And as he zooms in there. Now that's really cool. What's it made of?
Moonstone.
That's what it actually is. Huh?
Yeah, and it's
Wow.
crystal. And my friend, the co-author Vicky, made it, and
There
I
it
bought
is.
it from her.
And what do we do with this now?
So if I want to check your chakra system, so I'm not going to touch your body, but I'm just going to tap into
We're
the
gonna
energy.
Lean back and
Yeah, thank you. So we're going to check the root chakra, and for me, when the pendulum goes in a circle, okay, so right now your sacral chakra, the second chakra, creativity and things like that, is blocked, but that's okay. We're going to fix that. Then we'll go up to the solar plexus, and that one is also blocked. So for me, it goes back and forth when it's blocked or closed, and a circle when it's open.
was that because of the meatball sub I had last night?
I think it is. Don't do that anymore. So the heart's open. That's good. Throat, of course, being in your industry. Sorry, my arm is probably blocking this. There's spiritual eye. And then I'm going to stand up and do your crown. So the only two, like biofeedback, was the sacral, the second chakra, and the third chakra.
Is that the gut, this area?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sex glands, sexuality, creativity, sense of self, digestion. You think about what's
when
going
there's
on in there.
something stressful or chaotic or unpredictable that happens, I never get headaches. I never get any of that.
It's that.
The stomach gets tight. I'm not hungry. I don't eat.
You have a lot of nerves that go right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm more stomach responsive. I don't get headaches. I don't get, people get migraines.
Yeah,
over it.
yeah.
I don't
Lucky
get
you.
any of that. But the stomach,
Yeah,
can
that's
be-
where it shows up.
yeah, it goes there.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is, we were talking about left hand, right hand. So we send energy with our right hand and we receive energy with our left. So that's why we do this, and we create a whole circuit. Or you do Reiki on someone, it's creating a circuit, right? With this, if you could move your hands away, I'm going to go like this to remind the root chakra how it's supposed to flow, even though it was open. So I'm just going to be in your root chakra, and my left hand is in front of your sacral chakra, which is a couple inches below your belly button. And what happens is this circuit is created, and I can feel energy in my left palm. So I know that they're connected now. So I'm going to move up. So my left hand is now in front of your solar plexus chakra, and my right hand is in front of the sacral chakra.
What are you experiencing? What's flowing through you? What energy are you feeling?
I'm noticing my hand doing this, reminding the fan of the energy center, the consciousness to move. And what I'm feeling is in the left hand, the left palm, it feels warm. Sometimes I feel like a baby kick, like a little, you feel a little energy. But then I know they're connected. So now I'm just going to keep moving up. And when I feel the warmth, sometimes hearts are big, and I have to come out farther from your body. And then I feel energy there, I know they're connected. So I move up.
Just don't block my light. No, I'm kidding.
We're going to enhance your light.
That would be I, not we.
We're going to polish it.
I know.
And then I'll move up. And now this is weird. Sorry, I got to stand up.
I'm actually feeling a warmth coming off that hand.
Cool.
The left hand.
Nice. This is your spiritual
There's a
eye.
warmth coming off.
Now I'm going to move up. And my hand is not facing the top of your head. My palm is facing the ceiling. Because we're connecting you to your transpersonal self, to your divinity. And then I redo it.
I like the way you did that.
You know why I did it?
Yeah, is that a like?
Well, it's like, if you're like, oh, I don't feel good, just go like this.
Go up and
Pull
out.
your energy up.
and out, yeah.
I heard that basketball players can do this. Weren't you a basketball player? Did I read that?
Baseball.
Baseball.
Baseball,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, basketball players, like when they're
tennis.
playing and they go like that to somebody, they're actually pulling their energy down. You want to just pull your energy up. So what I'm going to do is retest it, because remember it was the second and third. So let me check the root chakra. Please move your hands. Thank you, sir. So there's the root. Sacral is now open. Solar plexus is now open because it's circling. Heart, throat, spiritual eye, big spiritual eye. You're very intuitive, aren't you? Yeah, it shows. Now this one is just for fun because I like it.
Yeah,
I was studying, I don't know his name.
We'll show the camera that. Yeah.
Sorry, Dr. Karim.
What is that?
It is you liked architecture? This
Yes,
is an
design and
Egyptian
architecture.
doctor that studies biogeometry. So just like our lungs have a certain shape, triangles, circles, all that. So all of these mean different levels. Like I think this 3 lines is the mental sphere. But it creates harmony. So I've been doing this while I do my sessions. Because why not? Because it's fun. So I bring it in. So that's what this is. It's our environment. We talked
really
about that.
turning.
It's really heavy.
Spinning.
Heavy.
No, I mean it's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.